Okay. So let's start, guys. We have already waited. Uh, a little bit feeling low, guys. So today you might hear some disturbance, or you might find me low when it comes to my voice. So if you're not able to hear me properly or understand something, please feel free to ask to repeat me. I'll do that. Right. Okay. Let's quickly start with what we have done last week. I hope you guys went through these questions and practical. Many of you have already shared with me. Any doubt? Any question? Anyone?
Sohail,
Yes.
Sohail, I want to again see, like what I was checking on Azure,
Hmm.
RBAC roles. Okay, I was not able to connect. So can you please show me again?
Sorry, what do you mean by you were not able to connect?
Because I was not able to see the roles. When I was clicking on roles, I was not able to see any user
Okay,
role
got it,
over
got
there.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Anyone else? Any questions? Any doubt?
Sir, can I ask, or shall you
I
know
think
that
we
my
already
question?
discussed, Satish, right?
Yeah.
About the AD. So once you have the laptop where you can share the screen, then only I will be able to address that, because I will be able to check what you are exactly facing. So whenever you join
Mhm.
from laptop, feel free to share your screen.
Okay, sir.
Yes, guys. Anyone else?
So regarding those resource provider error message which we were getting,
Mm-hmm.
so like, uh, do we still have dependencies on those? Like every time if we are using any feature,
No, no,
so we'll
that's
be
only
getting
for the
those.
first. Yeah, you may get for new feature. May get that, because see, these are the new accounts you are creating. But when you go to
Hmm.
actual environment, you will be working on a very well settled account, and they will take care
Yeah.
of it. Everything, you won't face this problem. But you could that you're looking at this, you are facing this problem now. You know how to
Hmm.
troubleshoot. You could use it in your interview also. That okay, this is what I was facing, and this is what we did. You may face, so let's say tomorrow we are going to deploy some app service which is not yet
Hmm.
registered. So you may face the problem. That is not a problem actually. That is just the registration you have to do before deploying any service.
Okay, okay, no problem. Yeah, and I just got a bit of confused. Like we register those on subscription level. So by mistake, I asked for global admin uh,
Right.
privileges on as Azure Active Directory. So yeah, I got
No,
that.
that's fine. As far as it is clear now where it needs to be done, what what level of access. See, even if you don't have access in interview, also you can say I did not have access, so I did not do this, but I know how to do this. That
Hmm.
is a good answer. That's good enough. That I know you can go here, do this, click here. That is the reason I have shared the screenshot also. And that was specifically
Yes.
applicable to people who are owning the subscription, but that's fine.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
So yeah. uh, I hope, guys, did you guys read these questions? What is Azure virtual machine size? Can anyone quickly explain it to me? I mean, I hope now you have created the virtual machine. You understand where is it, from where to select it, what is size. I'm sure you can know it, but can you say it? The main question is in your interview, you have to say it. That is the reason I'm giving these questions.
Still, can I try?
Someone else, please. Yes, guys, anyone? Yes, guys. Yes, no, maybe.
Yes, your screen is visible.
No, that wasn't the question. I guess you joined late. I was asking to someone to explain what is virtual machine size? I'm sure by now all of you are aware what is it. You guys have done the practical. I checked the practical for almost all of you, whoever did, and many of you did it in a correct manner. But as I told you that in your interview, no one is sharing a screen with you, or no one is asking you to share your screen and do something for them. The only way for them to evaluate you or judge you is uh, your theory part. So you'll definitely get this question that what is a Azure virtual machine size? So who can explain this? I mean, I have given the question here, and if you guys are not reading it, I'm sorry to say again, I'm repeating myself, but this is not helping you then. Just because you created one virtual machine, I checked it, it went well, you're not clearing your interview like that. No one is giving you their screen or asking you to share your screen and deploy a virtual machine. No, that is not happening. They will ask you questions related to virtual machine. Okay, so if you have deployed multiple machines, you are claiming that you have worked for 3 years, you must have deployed multiple machines. So tell me, what is a virtual machine size? This is how they will put a question. And even after giving this question, if you guys are not reading in whole week, then no matter how much efforts I put, no matter how much effort money you give, this is not going to help you. I mean, at the time of enrollment, I remember it very well. To whomsoever I spoke personally, I was very confident and positive about it that you attend this training of mine for 3 months, and I take guarantee that you'll clear the interview for 3 months. However, with that, this is implied that you read these questions. Now, look at this. In these many sessions, I have given these questions. Okay, so I'm expecting that now, if I have an interview and one of these questions are coming, you should be able to answer properly. This is at your end, guys. I cannot do it for you. What I can do, I can give you questions, I can give you answers, I can explain it to you, I can show it to you on portal, I can ask you to practice, I can check your practical. But mugging them up, remembering them, or reading them, this has to come from you. So if you guys are not able to do it, I'm sorry to say this is definitely not helping in your interview, guys. And ultimately loss is yours. I mean, trust me on this. I will move ahead with my new batch. Maybe I'll help you to some extent. I'll do that, but once I'm busy with my new batch, I won't be able to help you on one-on-one basis. That should not be the approach that uh, okay, I will check this later after maybe 3 months before I start the interview. It's very difficult for you and for me that we go through all these questions before you have the interview. Now, you won't believe, but from this batch, we have people who have started giving interviews, and we had an interview yesterday in the first round. Luckily, it got clear. Why? Because that was first round, and the questions what they asked in the first round, they were almost from here. I mean, one or two questions from here and there, which the candidate could not answer them related to storage or something because we have not covered them yet. But out of those 20 questions, 18 they were somewhere related here because that was relevant job, and the candidate was able to answer them, and the first round got clear. And I'm sure the second round will get rejected. Second round will be more difficult, and this candidate is going to get rejected. That is fine, because even the company is small. That candidate is not even planning to join that company. But what was the reason? It's to gain experience. So after 3 months, when you try the switch genuinely, and for your dream companies or wherever you want to work, you should have some experience. So even after, even with that experience, yesterday's experience, I'm not sure if Riaz has joined. Even Riaz was there. He has not joined, I guess. I'm not naming the candidate, but even he was there. It was an interview from my place. Candidate came here and they attempted, and it went well. The only reason, because the theory part in these questions, that this theory part was clear. They did not ask to share screen, they did not ask to create anything, they did not ask to do anything. Simple theory. Okay, have you worked on this? Yes. Okay, your resume says you have worked on this. So tell me, what is RBAC roles? So tell me, what is Azure Active Directory? What are the, can you name few roles as you're claiming that you have worked on Azure? You have worked on deployment. Let me show it to you. Okay, in your interview, what we use normally. Okay, I hope you guys can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how they start, or this is how I recommend all of you to start. That I'm a part of a deployment team, and as as an implementation engineer, we deploy resources for our clients. Resources like resource group, VNet, NSG, VPN, firewall, policies, monitoring, and load balancer. So the moment you say, your interviewer has captured this in their mind, in his or her mind, that you know about resource group, you know about VNet, we are going to cover this. We know about NSG, you know about VPN, you know about firewall. So based on this, this candidate said subscription, Azure Active Directory, accesses, resource group. Interviewer did not focus on this and started with this one. Okay, so you know subscriptions. Tell me, what kind of subscriptions are you aware of? What kind of subscription you worked on? Okay, so you know Azure Active Directory, how many roles are there? You know about accesses, so what types of roles have you dealt with in RBAC roles? What are RBAC roles? How are they different? Literally, these questions were there in first round, and luckily the round got clear. Right? So whatever you tell them, your questions will be based on that. So if we are planning to say this, that I have worked on Azure Active Directory, I have worked on accesses, I have worked on resource group, okay, it is bound to happen that the next question from your interviewer is coming on this. And if you're saying that I used to deploy virtual machines, okay, you say I used to deploy virtual machines for client. The moment you say, I mean, you don't even have to say virtual machine. It is implied in Azure or AWS. Virtual machine is the very basic service component. That is the reason we have started with virtual machine. So if you say that I have dealt with virtual machines, the immediate question is going to come from your interviewer is, what is the size, or what do you mean by virtual machine size? And if you are not able to explain it, guys, trust me, you are gone there. Your interview went for toss. In that very question, interviewer may continue for time pass, they may not continue, but your interviews went there. You are out of that league. So I'm requesting again, guys, whatever questions I'm sharing here, please make sure you study. We have a whole week. We could have done this maybe alternate day sessions. We could have done this on daily basis, but I know it takes time. All of us are working. You need some time. So that is the reason you get 5 days to read these questions and to complete the practical. I've never asked anyone to do the practical on day one. It's okay. You do it on second day, third day, whenever you are comfortable. I understand you all are working, but if you do not do this, guys, it's not helping. Okay. Uh, yes, Iram, you have a question.
Yes, Sohel, I have a question here. I mean, virtual machine size, there are different sizes. So, if we have to answer this question, do we have to give the standard that we had done the way we had built it, or we have to give in the general sizes that are used?
See, the name few machine sizes. It is a different question. Okay, this might also come. If this is a question, what are the sizes? You just name 4 5 sizes. But here, this is not the question. The question is, what is virtual machine size? You have to elaborate and explain it. What do you understand by size? Okay, let's go to portal. I have to answer one more question also. You can mute yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me open the portal. We have 2 questions as of now. One from Nirmala. So we'll start from Nirmal. Sorry, someone created your resource group with that name. So I got confused. Nirmal, is it Nirmal or Nirmala?
Yeah, no problem. It's okay. Yeah.
What is it exactly? Is it Nirmal or Nirmala?
Nirmal.
Nirmal. Okay. So Nirmal, your question was that you are not able to see the RBAC
See
roles.
the.
Okay.
Correct. Correct.
Guys, please do not prompt. Could you answer, Nirmal? What did you do? Where did you go? Anyone who knows it,
Yeah.
keep it to yourself, guys. Okay, please do not prompt. Okay, let's say now I want to see what are the RBAC roles, or who has access on my. What did you want to check on resource group or subscription?
Actually, I was trying to check the roles
Where?
of user. So, what I
RBAC roles
did,
of
I went
users.
on. Correct.
RBAC role of a particular user.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. Do we assign RBAC role on a user level, or is it on resource level?
RBAC role on resource level.
Then how
Right.
are you checking RBAC for a user?
Okay. Okay, I got little confused over there. Okay.
Okay.
I
Still,
understand.
tell me, what were you trying to do? What did you do? Tell me, I'll explain it to you.
Yeah, sure. So what I have did, I have went on Active Directory.
So you are checking assigned roles, not
Yeah.
RBAC roles. Okay. The moment you say
Yeah,
Active
correct.
Directory, RBAC roles are gone. RBAC roles are only for resources, virtual machine, storage, resource group, subscription, only for that. Active Directory? No. Okay. Now tell me.
Okay, then users.
Users.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, what next?
Okay, so now whichever name has been displayed over here, okay,
Hmm.
I have to click on one name.
Okay. Let's say we're talking about Amit.
Correct.
What next?
Then, okay, assigned role.
Yeah. Simple. You did it correctly.
Okay. Okay. So sorry.
No, that's completely fine. I always encourage this. You do this something, you are not able to do it, ask it here. But you did it perfectly.
Actually, okay. I am always 24/7, in Azure, but Azure portal. But sometimes I get confused. So I'm so sorry,
That's
sir.
completely fine. But is your doubt clear now?
Yeah, clear. Thank you so much.
And there might be a case where you won't see anything. Is it necessary to have even a single role for a user, or can we have a user without any role?
We have a user without any role
Yes,
if
we
he
can
has
have.
given, like me. Yeah, because me have a only reader role, so my role is not been defined over there.
No,
Right?
reader
If
is a
I'm not
role.
wrong.
Reader is a role.
Okay,
I'm
reader
saying
is a role.
without any role,
Okay.
like this.
Acha.
So this is
Okay.
also possible. You cannot say
Acha.
reader is not a role. Reader is a role. It is very crucial role for reporting
Acha.
and
Okay.
everything. You'll see, guys, understand one thing. This is training session, hence I'm giving you all the exercises. In your actual session, you're definitely not getting global admin and owner and etc. You're not getting that at all. Definitely not getting that. This is just for practice session. We're sharing it here. Normally, you will see many users without any role. Let's say that I have hired an engineer, an implementation engineer, whose job is, let's say I've hired Amit, and I've created one resource group for Amit, and I have hired Amit just to deploy virtual machines. In next 6 months, he will be just deploying virtual machines. Let's say he's working under Shweta, and on this resource group, I will give him contributor access, and he will simply just work on in this resource group, create machines. That's all. Do I have to give him anything on Azure Active Directory?
No.
Right. So you do not have to. You will see many users where you do not have any Active Directory roles. Now the other example, let's say that I have hired one user and his job is only for service desk, creating user, deleting user, creating user, deleting user, resetting their password, unlocking the account if account is unlocked, something like this. Let's say that Anthony, he has nothing to do with machine or subscription. He doesn't even need to know if I have any subscription or not. So do I have to give him any RBAC roles?
No,
Anyone can
it will
answer. It's not only
be
Nirmala. It's not only Nirmal. Anyone can answer.
No. No.
No, right? So I hope you guys understand that it's just not necessary. This is training session. Hence I asked you guys to give access on subscription level. कि यार reader का दे दो, so you will be able to see everything. Right? यहाँ पे global reader का दे दो, admin का भी दे दो, so you can work on something. But actual environment, once you log in, you may not even see all the resource group. What you'll see is only your resource group. Work on that, and that's all. You don't even need to know what others are doing. This is training session. I want you to see what others are doing, learn from their mistake, let them see what you are doing, and let them learn from your mistake. That this is the reason why we are sharing the accesses. Is it clear, guys, to
तो
everyone?
सोहेल, जैसे अभी आपने बताया है,
Hmm.
अभी यहाँ पे ऐसा मान के चले कि जैसे रिसोर्स ग्रुप के ऊपर अलग से रोल असाइन होगा जो कि एक्टिव डायरेक्टरी में नहीं दिखेगा, राइट? अगर मुझे रिसोर्स ग्रुप में जाके वर्चुअल मशीन बनाना है तो मुझे एक्टिव डायरेक्टरी का रोल नहीं मिलेगा. मैं रिसोर्स ग्रुप में जाके उस पर्टिकुलर रिसोर्स ग्रुप में मुझे जो रोल असाइन किए मैं उसके ऊपर काम करूंगी, राइट?
Yes, that's all. Yes.
तो उसका रोल मुझे सिर्फ रिसोर्स ग्रुप में दिखेगा, मुझे एक्टिव डायरेक्टरी में नहीं दिखेगा, राइट?
Right.
अगर कोई मुझे रोल एक्टिव डायरेक्टरी में दिया है तो वो मुझे एक्टिव डायरेक्टरी के अंदर दिखेगा, राइट?
Yes.
आप मतलब ये दोनों भी चीजें अलग अलग है, राइट?
Yes. I thought we cleared this already on day one. Do you guys still have confusion on this one?
Sir,
Yes,
if
Satish.
एक्टिव डायरेक्टरी में नहीं दिया तो सर वो अंदर कैसे आएगा टाइम, मतलब लॉगिन कैसे करेगा सर? फिर एक्टिव डायरेक्टरी में दिया है नहीं तो
Do you
उसको।
need any role to log in, or do you just need a user? See, having a user in Active Directory, that is must. Assigning a role, that is not must. I'm talking about assigning a role. The moment you are here, you are able to log in. You don't need any role to log in. Try this, Satish. If you want, you are in IAM subscription, right? I will give you a global admin role, so you'll be able to create new users. Okay, take this as a homework for you, so it will clear your understanding. Or IAM, if you get chance, please assign Satish a global admin role, or I'll do that. Once you have
Sure.
global admin role, Satish, go ahead here, click a new user. Do not give any access to that user. Then open portal again in incognito mode and try to log in with that user. You will have the user ID and password both with you. This is the best way to learn, guys. Whatever doubt you have, create a user, try to log in with that user. Keep your session up and running and just open something in incognito mode here. Open the portal again and log in on that. So your session will be as it is and you will have a new session. Okay, and log in with that user, Satish, and you will come to know that there is a user who doesn't have a single role, not even a single role, and that person can log in. So to log in somewhere, you do not need a role. What you need is just your presence in Azure Active Directory.
मींस ही हैज टू सब्सक्रिप्शन, मतलब सब्सक्रिप्शन के लिए उसको चाहिए कुछ भी रोल, मतलब सब्सक्रिप्शन को उसको देना पड़ेगा एक्सेस। एक्टिव डायरेक्टरी में नहीं देगा तो नहीं दिया तो भी चलेगा?
नहीं, to log in even subscription is not needed.
Okay.
Subscription की भी क्या जरूरत है? A person who has logged in without subscription, let me show it to you guys. But these are very basic, guys. I'm sure if you guys practice, we would be spending this time in new topics.
सर मतलब मेरा कहने का मतलब है उसको एक्टिव डायरेक्टरी में कुछ रोल, मेरा एक क्वेश्चन था सर, मेरा एक कंफ्यूज क्लियर करना। उसको एक्टिव डायरेक्टरी में रोल नहीं दिया, कल सब्सक्रिप्शन में उसको मतलब जैसे बाहर साइड से एक आया और उसको है ना एक वीएम क्रिएट करना, मतलब एज ए असिस्टेंट जो भी अपने साथ काम करने वाला बंदा है, तो आई आस्क्ड हिम टू वीएम क्रिएट, कुछ ट्रबल शूट करने के लिए आया था। तो आई विल बी नॉट गिव इन एक्टिव डायरेक्टरी बट आई विल बी गिव हिम सब्सक्रिप्शन एज अ contributor, so he will be work on there in that?
नहीं, सिर्फ एक वीएम के लिए आया तो आप सब्सक्रिप्शन पे क्यों दोगे? Yes, your as far as your doubt is concerned, it's correct. Yes. If you even if you do not give access here on subscription or on Azure Active Directory, any kind of access, that person will be able to log in. But इसको पूरा सब्सक्रिप्शन का रीडर एक्सेस क्यों? कौन सा एक्सेस बोल रहे हो आप? सब्सक्रिप्शन पे कौन सा एक्सेस दोगे?
Contributor.
Why? Contributor, the moment you're giving him contributor access on subscription, he can see and edit all of your machines. Have you called him to work on all of your machine or one particular machine?
One particular machine, sir.
So where will you give the contributor access?
On VM, sir.
Yes, on that particular VM, not even in a resource group. The moment you give this, go to this resource group, this other than this virtual machine, this resource group has many other things. See, I have DNS records, I have my private DNS, I have public address. I don't want him to fidget with it. I have called him only for this particular machine. So I will go to this particular machine and give him access. And to give him this access, he doesn't have to have any role in Azure Active Directory. Only the presence is enough. Now, if I create this, your ID has been created. Okay. Now, if I log in, see guys, do you understand now why did I tell you that even if I'm quoting 3 months, this is gonna take more than 3 months? But it's okay. I have always told you that we are not focusing on number of hours. We are focusing on learning. Learning should be clear. Concepts should be clear. Then only you will be able to answer. Okay. So this is your ID I created, Satish. Okay, I have not given you any role anywhere now, neither in AD nor in subscription. Okay. Now look at this. You do not have any roles in AD, but you are still able to log in.
Yes,
if you
sir.
want, I can show it to you. But I just created it in front of you. And guys, I have always told you, use the search option. I have seen some people while they were sharing a screen, or few students who come offline, when I asked them to reset password or something, they kept on scrolling and searching for all users. It looks good here, But when you go to the actual environment, you will have thousands of users, and you cannot keep on scrolling and searching something. That is not possible. So you always, even in this one, look at this. I have so many users. If I start scrolling and searching, it's gonna take time. Okay, so you always get into habit of searching the user ID. Okay, Satish, so this is your user ID. If I go here, you don't have any roles?
No.
And still you are able to log in.
Okay.
And you do not even have anything here, no subscription, nothing. Still you are able to log in. Now I have called you to troubleshoot one of my machines. So what will I do? I'll go to that particular machine. Or if I wanted you to work on resource group, I'll go to resource group. It applies similarly. Wherever you want to go, it's fine. I don't have to give you any subscription access, nothing. I'll go here, add role. Now I've called you for troubleshooting. Will the reader role be suffice, guys? What do you think for troubleshooting?
No. Privilege.
At least a contributor role. Okay, not owner, but at least a contributor role. Come here, select it. That's it. You have got the access. Now if I go here, I think I will still not see. Why? Can someone tell me why will I not be able to see it immediately?
You have to refresh.
You will have to refresh or
either refresh, log off, or log in. Do one of these things. So I'll have to log off and log in again. So is this clear, guys? Now it's your doubt clear to both of you?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Let me see. And guys, anything which you do in terms of role or anything, it takes some time. Okay, so if you're not able to see it immediately, that's completely fine. Have some patience, wait for some time, and you will be able to see it. Here it is. Can you see now? Satish is able to see my machine, only machine, nothing else. Look at this. If he clicks on my resource group, he cannot see it.
All right.
Okay.
So only virtual machine he can see. Now coming to your question, Iram, size. So when we're talking about size, yes, you can add it to your answer, that what are the size you have been working. But here the question is, what is size? So you should be able to explain that when we select a machine size, what is a machine size? A machine size defines the number of CPUs we are using, the number of RAM. You don't have to remember these things, guys, but you'll have to explain it. What does it mean by size? So if I select some size, that size will determine the number of CPUs, number of RAM, number of disk, maximum IOPS, temporary storage. Even if you don't say it, it's okay. Whether it supports premium disk or not. And the most important part is the cost. So you should be able to answer with these parameters. Is it clear, guys? Now are you clear that how to answer the question, the what is size? And if you were not clear, I was expecting a cross question on that, because this question, guys, I have mentioned it in last session. Immediately when the session was completed, I mentioned this question, right? So in whole week, if you don't understand something, please do ask. Yes, Ram, you have another question?
Yes. So if supposingly if it is asked that what a virtual machine size, we have to just explain that it defines as the number of CPUs, the number of types, the IOFs, and all. So we don't have to give in specific details of each size, because there.
No,
Or do we
definitely
have
not.
to add like a range?
No, definitely. See, even last time I think someone asked that do we have to remember, and I said it very clearly. You don't have to remember this. What you have to do is you have to define it. That what do you mean by size? That what comes under size? कि आप size select करते हो तो उससे change क्या हो रहा है? So RAM will change, CPU will change, data disk will change, IOPS will change. Even if you don't understand what is IOPS, that's completely fine. But you have to say it, that these are the components. सारे नाम लेने की भी जरूरत नहीं. Virtual CPU बोल दिया आपने, CPU बोल दिया, RAM बोल दिया, data disk बोल दिया. But the cost is the main thing. And premium disk supported or not supported, and cost. ये 4-5 factors आपने बोल दिए, you are good to go. Just to enhance your answer, to stand separately from the crowd, you can add few sizes. Okay, I know that, okay, this is the size, but what I have been doing is we have been using this size on regular basis. This is the regular size, or this is general purpose size. In my experience, I have experienced that if I'm deploying 100 machines, so out of those 100 machines, 80 machines were of this size, general purpose D2S V3 size. Even if you name one size, your answer will be more than complete, and you will stand aside from the crowd. But even if you don't want to do that, at least if someone is asking that what is the size, you should be able to name these parameters. Is it clear, guys, to everyone?
Yes, now it is clear.
Okay, one more thing. Now we are on the topic, so let me quickly tell you that once we have created a machine, do you think we can change the size? Now I have created this one, or many of you did mistake. I asked you to create in BS1, you created in this one, which is costing me more. Can you change the size? What do you think?
Yes, sir. I think yes.
From where? If you say yes.
Sir, left hand side jargon is there. There is a size is mentioned is there, sir.
Here it is. So you go to this size, and now I am on whatever size. If I want to change, this is my current size, okay? This the current size is D2AS and whatever it is. But I have requested for this size. I'm not changing it. This is my regular machine. I do many. This is my domain controller, so I'm not changing any size. I just have to click on resize, and that's all. Interview question will come like this: can you change the size? Most importantly, do you need any downtime to change the size? This is the interview question, guys. Okay. Do you need any downtime? What do you mean by downtime, by the way? First thing, what do I mean by downtime?
Downtime means if the machine is getting stopped for some time, and then there will be going to be any changes.
Yes. So downtime means with this effect of yours, whatever you're trying to do, will my machine reboot? Will my machine shut down? Will my services stop? So yes, even if your machine is not shutting down, let's say your network is getting disconnected, that is also downtime. It's not always कि machine बंद ही होनी चाहिए. In any manner, if your services are being hampered, that is your downtime. If I'm changing an IP, I don't have to shut down the machine. It's okay. I can do that using console. Okay, but services will be down for those many hours. So that is a downtime. So the question is, to changing the size, is there any downtime? So yes, definitely. No matter which size should I choose, I will have to reboot the machine, and there is a downtime. Now I'm saying this because my machine is in shutdown mode. If this machine was on, look at this. This is stop. Now in next session, I'll be explaining this to you. What is stop, reallocated, etc., and how the charges are concerned with this. But if this machine was on, I will not be able to resize the machine. Or even if I get an option, it will tell me that it will reboot the machine. And there are some exceptional, guys, maybe 1 or 2 size जहां पे बिना reboot के भी हो जाता है. I have experienced it personally, and you will also see it maybe when you start practicing. Okay, but those are exceptional cases, and we do not even discuss that in interview, and because that is not 100% sure. So the 100% sure answer is, even if you're going to such a size जहां पे reboot नहीं होता है, in past you have experienced reboot नहीं होता है, you will still, in your official answer, whenever you're dealing with client, you will say, if machine is being resized, we need a downtime of at least half an hour. Machine will reboot, we'll have to check everything. So your interview question, can we resize a machine? Yes. Do you need a downtime, or can we do it without downtime? No. Downtime is needed, machine will reboot. This is the final answer. Exceptions I have just told you because you may experience it करते हुए. You will say कि यार ये मशीन तो हो गया, कभी कभार हो जाता है, उसको बस आप एक तुक्का कंसिडर कर लो. Even on those machines, official change में downtime आप कंसिडर करोगे ही. Is it clear, guys, to everyone?
Yes.
So we have covered already one topic, resizing of machine. We are going to see the practical. Don't worry. When we come in this manner, practical हम ये करेंगे. Today I will be discussing overview में ये सब क्या है, what do you mean by running status, deallocated status का क्या मतलब है, ये सब चेक करेंगे. Activity log and IAM we have already discussed. Activity log I will explain to you. Tags I will explain it to you. This is something you guys have to work. I will explain it to you how to do this, and this is very important, guys. 50% interview clear होना आपका ये screen पे dependency है. We'll explain it in next session. So let's take a break of 5 minutes. I have to convert the recording, otherwise that gets corrupted sometimes. So I'll see you guys at 1:45 without any break.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Thank you.
1:45, 5 minutes break. 1:45 using the same link.
Okay.
Thank you.